Number 13. First off, we have the 2026 Honda Passport Trail Sport. The 2026 Passport comes with a beefy 3.5-liter V6 under the hood, making 285 horsepower, and it's paired with Honda's full-time iVTM 4AWD system. That means torque can be shifted from front to back, left to right. But what really sets the Passport Trail Sport Elite apart? It's got off-road tuned suspension, skid plates, a full-size spare, and something called Trail Watch, basically a set of cameras that help you crawl over rocks without crushing your bumper or your ego. However, the inside of the car is just as good as the outside. Inside, comfy, quiet, and premium enough to surprise you. You get a 12.3-inch touchscreen, Bose audio, and all the Honda sensing safety tech as standard. Number 12. Next up, we have the all-new 2026 Mazda CX-5. The CX-5 has always been the driver's crossover, but the 2026 version is getting a full makeover. New body, new tech, and wait for it, a brand new hybrid system. But there's a catch. Mazda's first self-developed hybrid setup won't show up until late 2027. So for now, the CX-5 comes in gas-only flavor with its familiar Skyactiv tech. Even though the car doesn't have Mazda's in-house hybrid system yet, the exterior of the car makes up for it. The exterior is sleeker and more aggressive, and they've gone full minimalist inside. Think soft-touch everything, real buttons, and a driver-focused cockpit that doesn't need a learning curve. Number 11. Moving on, we have the Subaru Forester. The 2026 Forester has been completely reworked, and yes, that includes a long-awaited hybrid powertrain. We're talking a 2.5-liter boxer engine paired with an electric motor, putting out nearly 194 combined horsepower, with real-world fuel economy close to 6.2 liters per 100 kilometers. Even though the expected range is said to be above 1,000 kilometers, it ultimately depends on how aggressively you are on that accelerator. But if you're looking for the rugged version, the Wilderness trim turns the dial up to Bear Grylls mode. With 9.3 inches of ground clearance, dual X mode AWD, and better approach and departure angles, this Forester is ready for trail duty. However, the CVT can still make you feel a little sluggish between the gears. Number 10. Now, we have the Prince of Luxury cars, the Mercedes-Benz S-Class. For 2025, the S-Class lineup includes the S500 with a turbo inline 6+ hybrid boost and the S580 with a twin-turbo V8 and 496 horsepower. Both drive smoother than melted butter. On the inside, it is nothing like the boring old cabins. You get massaging seats in the front and rear, a giant waterfall-like OLED screen in the center, and an ambient lighting system that can literally sync to your music. In short, you could say this is a private jet on wheels. Number 9. But if you don't want a lengthy sedan, then the upcoming Audi Q8 is the one you should look for. The Q8 is Audi's flagship crossover coupe, a fancy term for it's an SUV that thinks it's a sports car. And it kinda is. You get a 3.0-liter turbocharged V6 with a mild hybrid system, making a healthy 335 horsepower. Quattro AWD comes standard, of course. Inside, Audi's digital cockpit looks like something pulled straight from Iron Man's garage. Dual screens, ambient lighting, premium leather, and a cabin so quiet it makes libraries seem loud. And here's the kicker. The Q8 isn't just pretty. It's surprisingly sharp on corners and super smooth on highways. But what if you want more than just sporty luxury? Audi's got a secret weapon called the SQ8. It is like the Q8, but on steroids, because this family SUV does 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. Number 8. Moving on to the next most awaited car of 2025 to 2026, we have the Lexus ES. For 2025, the ES hasn't changed much, and that's not a bad thing. Despite being a luxury sedan, this car does not lack power. You can choose between a V6 that produces 302 horsepower or a super efficient ES 300h hybrid, which quietly delivers 44 miles per gallon combined. Just like any other Lexus that exists, it's also got Lexus's new safety system, Plus 3.0, which means it's reading road signs, watching your blind spots, and ready to slam the brakes before you even flinch. Number 7. Now, it's time to get wild because the next car on the list is the Ford Bronco. This thing doesn't go smoothly. It does sand dunes, riverbeds, and trails where GPS gives up and just says, good luck. The Ford Bronco is a full-on off-road beast with real 4x4 capability, removable doors and roof, and a rugged retro look. You get engine options like a 2.3-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder that produces 300 horsepower, or a 2.7-liter V6 with 330 horsepower, plus all the fun off-road modes like mud ruts, rock crawl, and Baja that come with it. So, if you want to go wild next year, then this is your car. Number 6. Now, let's bring it back to earth for a second. The Mazda 3 may not have the height or horsepower of an SUV, but what it lacks in size, it makes up for in pure driving joy. With either a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated engine that puts out 191 horsepower or the turbocharged version that will give you a massive 250 horsepower. The Mazda 3 turns even grocery runs into pure fun. It's available as a sedan or hatchback, and both just look good. Number 5. For all of you who are planning to have kids and want a family SUV next year, then the Toyota Highlander should be your top choice. For 2025, the Highlander still comes with a 2.4-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder producing 265 horsepower and a hybrid option that delivers up to 36 miles per gallon combined. And no, you don't have to plug anything in. The hybrid powertrain is silky, and it still tows up to 3,500 pounds, making it perfect for road trips, school pickups, or dragging your cousin's camper uphill. But here's the sleeper feature. Ever tried Driver Easy Speak? It's a built-in mic that lets the front row talk to the third row through the speakers. No more yelling, "We're almost there" from the front seat. Number 4. Next up, we have a simple yet efficient car, and that is none other than the Honda CR-V. The CR-V still rocks the same confident shape, with the hybrid version pulling all the attention. Under the hood, it's got a 2.0-liter 4-cylinder paired with 2 electric motors, giving you around 204 horsepower. One of the best things about this car is that it sips fuel and doesn't chug it. And if you want tech, this car has that too. Inside, you get a 7-inch or optional 9-inch touchscreen, wireless CarPlay, a clean cabin with minimal drama, and Honda's full sensing suite, lane keep, adaptive cruise, and even traffic jam assist. Number 3. Since we have been looking into normal everyday cars, it is now time to take it up a notch and look into some luxury cars that will be hitting the market in the next year. And starting off, we have the Porsche Cayenne GTS. Under that sculpted hood of this car sits a 4.0-liter twin turbo V8, pumping out a spine-tingling 493 horsepower and 487 lb-ft of torque. Although it is a Porsche, this car has been tailor-made for everyday use. While the base Cayenne GTS SUV starts at about $124,900, the sleeker GTS Coupe can cost you a handsome $129,500. Number 2. The next luxury car would be the Mercedes-Benz GLE-Class. Starting at $62,650, the 2025 GLE comes in several flavors from the mild-mannered GLE 350 that produces 255 horsepower to the punchier GLE 450, with a crazy 375 horsepower mild hybrid all the way up to the thunderous AMG GLE 53 or 63S, which feels more like a rocket ship, and the inside is much cooler with premium leather, a giant curved screen, ambient lighting that feels like a spa, and Mercedes' MBUX system that learns your habits over time. Number 1. And now, finally, we have the Land Rover Range Rover of 2025. This car is nothing short of royalty. The 2025 Range Rover starts at a cool $107,900 and climbs past $200,000 if you go full SAV trim. You can get a silky turbocharged inline-6, a plug-in hybrid with over 50 miles of EV range, or a twin-turbo V8 that turns this rolling mansion into a 4-second to 60 missile. And just like any other car in this segment, the Range Rover 2 has reclining, massaging seats, real wood, and fragrance diffusers that make your ride as comfortable as possible. And that brings us to the end of the video. So, if you were to buy a car next year, which one would you be keen to buy? Let us know in the comments. And before you go, check out our last video on the ultimate hypercar showdown. Tap subscribe, hit like, and stay tuned because the future's parked right here.